Stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. Do you feel it? The weight of worries, uncertainties, doubts. Maybe your heart is restless, your mind overwhelmed, trying to find answers to questions that seem to have no solution. You feel like you're fighting alone, like no one truly understands the internal battle you face every day. But what if I told you that something greater is happening? That even if you can't see it right now, everything is aligning in your favor. Maybe this is exactly the message you needed to hear today. Maybe this is the sign you've been asking for, because believe me, everything will be fine. I know these words may seem distant from your reality at this moment, and maybe you're going through a problem that seems to have no solution. Maybe you're waiting for an answer that never comes. Maybe you're carrying a silent fear, something that takes away your sleep and steals your peace. But today, I want you to allow yourself something different. I want you to open your heart to this message because it can completely change the way you see the challenges you face. Nothing happens by chance. If you found this video, there is a reason. Something greater is guiding your steps, even when you don't realize it. And even though the path may seem difficult now, know that this phase does not define your story. You are not alone. The universe, God, life, everything is working behind the scenes so that you can achieve what you desire so much. But for that to happen, you need to take an essential step: believe. And I know believing is not always easy. When everything seems to be falling apart, when problems arise from all sides, trusting that there is something greater taking care of everything can seem impossible. But today, I want to help you see this truth in a different way. I want to show you that every challenge, every delay, every closed door, all of it is part of a bigger plan. A plan that, in the end, always leads to good. So, I ask you, stay with me until the end of this video, because in the next few minutes, you will hear words that can transform your day, maybe even your life. And in the end, I will say a special prayer with you, a prayer that can bring peace to your heart, renew your hope, and remind you of something very important. Everything is already moving in your favor. The words you hear, the words you speak, they have a far greater impact on your life than you can imagine. You may not realize it, but every thought, every phrase you repeat to yourself is shaping your reality at this very moment. If you wake up every day saying, "Things never change, nothing ever works out for me, I have no luck," then, without realizing it, you are reinforcing this pattern in your life. But what if I told you that you can change all of this? That there is an immense power within you, and it all begins with the words that come out of your mouth. The way you communicate with the world around you, and more importantly with yourself, determines the energy you attract into your life. Words are not just sounds. They carry intention, vibration, and have the power to influence your mind, your body, and even the events around you. Science has already proven that our thoughts and words directly affect our brain, our emotions, and consequently our actions. But this is not a recent discovery. This truth was written thousands of years ago. Proverbs 18:21 says, "Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit." What does this mean? It means that everything you declare, everything you believe in, has the power to become reality in your life. Now, stop and think. What are the words you have been feeding yourself daily? What are the phrases you repeat most often to yourself? Are you speaking words of growth, healing, and hope? Or are you constantly saying things that limit you, that reinforce your fears and insecurities? If until today you have been feeding thoughts of doubt, failure, and incapacity, then today is the day to change that, because change begins within you. It starts when you decide to use your words as an instrument of transformation. Everything can change from the moment you start declaring what you desire instead of reinforcing what you fear. So now I want you to do a small exercise with me. No matter where you are, just take a deep breath, calm your mind, and repeat these words out loud or in your mind, but with intention, feeling each one deeply in your heart. I am strong. I am capable. I am worthy of all the blessings that God has for me. I am loved and protected. Everything is aligning for my good. I trust that the best is on its way. Everything will be fine. Now close your eyes for a few seconds and just feel the energy of these words spreading within you. Feel the truth they carry, because when you change what you say, you change what you feel. And when you change what you feel, you change how you act, and your life begins to transform. Repeat this every day in front of a mirror and truly believe that it is a fact, that it is a reality. Over time, you will begin to feel that it is true, and the universe will resonate with your words to make it a reality. This is more than just positive thinking. This is reprogramming. It is a new beginning, a new way of seeing your own story. You do not have to accept the limitations that have been imposed on you. You can redefine your reality starting right now. And I want you to always remember this, because regardless of what is happening at this moment, you have the power to change how you react. And that change is the first step toward a greater transformation. You don't need to know exactly how things will resolve. You just need to trust that everything is happening for your good. And when you do that, when you surrender, when you believe, miracles begin to happen. But I know trusting is not always easy. Sometimes when everything seems to be falling apart, the only thing we can see are the problems and difficulties. But there is a way to change that, and I want to share something very special with you. Something that can completely change the way you see life's challenges. I know sometimes trusting that everything is aligning can be difficult, especially when you look around and all you see are challenges, obstacles, and closed doors. It feels like nothing is changing, like everything is standing still. But the truth is, we don't always see what's happening behind the scenes of life. Sometimes the greatest transformations are taking place precisely when it seems like nothing is moving. Think of a seed when it is planted. For a long time, there is no visible sign of growth. The soil looks the same. Nothing sprouts. But beneath the surface, the seed is going through an intense process. It is strengthening, growing deep roots, preparing to flourish. And then one day, suddenly, something new emerges. What once seemed invisible now becomes real. The same happens in our lives. God, the universe, the energy of creation, whatever force you believe in is always working in your favor, even when you can't see it. But there's a secret. You need to trust the right timing, because if you try to rush the process, if you dig up the soil too soon to see if the seed is growing, you might end up interrupting your own miracle. I know that waiting can be agonizing. I know that sometimes all we want is an immediate answer, a clear sign that things are going to change. But remember, everything has its time. Just as the night always gives way to the dawn, just as the seasons change, everything in your life is also in motion, even when it seems stagnant. And to prove this to you, I want to share a powerful story. The story of someone who, in the face of the greatest difficulties, chose to trust and had his life transformed. Joseph in the Bible was just a young man when he received a vision that he would have a grand future. But before he could reach that promise, he was sold into slavery by his own brothers. He was betrayed, unfairly imprisoned, and forgotten for years in a cell. In many moments, Joseph could have thought that everything was lost, that God had abandoned him. But he held on to his faith. He never stopped believing that everything had a purpose. And then, at the right time, everything changed. Joseph went from being a prisoner to becoming the governor of Egypt, the second most powerful man in the nation. Everything that seemed like injustice, pain, and suffering was actually preparing him for something far greater than he could have imagined. And the same truth applies to you. If today you are going through a difficult time, if you feel stuck in a never-ending cycle, remember, this is not the end of your story. You may not see it now, but something is being prepared for you. A better future, a new beginning, a turning point that will change everything. But for this to happen, you need to trust. You need to believe that everything is already moving in your favor. Maybe right now, you are facing a situation that seems impossible to overcome. It could be a financial problem, a relationship that ended, a challenge at work, or even an internal battle within your own mind. But know this, no storm lasts forever. Every difficult phase has an expiration date. And what seems like a major obstacle today could in the future become your greatest blessing. Many times when we are in the middle of chaos, we cannot see the bigger picture. But think of an embroidery. If you only look at the back of the fabric, you will see a tangled mess of threads with no shape or logic. But on the other side, there's a perfect design. That's how life works. Many times, we can only see the confusing side of the story. But God, who sees everything from above, already sees the masterpiece that is being formed. So instead of asking yourself, why is this happening to me? Try changing the question. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this experience strengthen me? How can I use this to become a better version of myself? Because the moment you change the way you see life, life also changes the way it responds to you. Everything is aligning. Everything is happening exactly as it should. And if you open yourself up to this truth, if you surrender to the flow of life, you will see that at the right time, everything will start to make sense. And it's not just about waiting passively. It's about acting with faith, about continuing to take steps, even when you can't see the whole path. Just like someone walking on a dark road, trusting that the next part of the way will appear as they move forward. Faith is like that. It's walking without having all the answers, but with the certainty that they will come. To strengthen this faith within you even more, I want to do something special. I want to guide you through a moment of deep connection, a prayer that can bring peace to your heart and renew your hope. So, take a deep breath and open your heart to receive this blessing. Now, I want to invite you to pray with me. Wherever you are, allow yourself to experience this moment. Take a deep breath, close your eyes if you can, and with faith, repeat these words along with me. Let this prayer transform your heart and renew your hope. Let's pray together. Beloved Lord, today I come into your presence to place this day in your hands. I do not know what is to come, but I trust that you have already prepared the way. Father, I ask you to fill me with peace, to quiet my mind, and to let my heart find rest in you. I choose to trust in your love and in your perfect will for my life. If there is anything weighing on me, if there are worries, fears, or insecurities, I place everything before you now. I do not want to carry alone what only you can resolve. Take away all my anxiety, all my doubts, all my restlessness. Fill me with the certainty that nothing is beyond your control and that even if I cannot see it now, everything is moving for my good. Lord, may this day be blessed. May every step I take be guided by your wisdom. May my words be filled with love. May my thoughts be of peace, and may my actions reflect your light. Help me to be patient, to trust in your plans, to rest in the assurance that you are already working on what concerns me. Father, I ask you, protect me from all evil. Remove from my path anything that does not come from you. If there is anything that could lead my heart away from your presence, keep me far from it. If there are doors that are not meant for me, close them. But above all, open the paths that lead me to the purpose you have for my life. Today, I choose gratitude. I choose to see the blessings that are already around me. I choose to be thankful for the air I breathe, for the opportunity to start anew, for the small things that so often go unnoticed. I know that gratitude opens doors to even more blessings, and for that reason, today I give thanks for everything I have received and for all that is yet to come. Lord, strengthen my faith. May I never doubt your care. May I never forget that I am loved. May I never be overtaken by fear. For I know that you are a God of miracles, a God of new beginnings, a God who turns tears into smiles and struggles into victories. I believe that everything I'm experiencing now is part of a greater plan, and I choose to trust in your timing and in your works. And now I declare words of life over this day, words of peace, words of hope. I declare that everything is already falling into place. I declare that this will be a day of opportunities, of learning, and of growth. I declare that I will be guided, protected, and strengthened at every moment. For I know that I am not alone. I know that you are with me, Lord, and because of that, everything will be fine. Thank you, Father, for this day. Thank you for everything you have already done and for everything you will still do. In you I trust, in you I rest, and in you I move forward. Amen. Now take a deep breath. Feel this peace within you. Allow this prayer to remain in your heart throughout the day. And if you want to continue nurturing this faith, if you wish to receive more messages like this, I have something very special to tell you. The prayer we just made is not just a set of words. It is a powerful tool. When you pray, you're not just speaking to God, you're also shaping your mind, your heart, and your energy. Prayer is a reminder that you are not alone, that there is a greater force guiding every step of your journey. But for this transformation to truly take place in your life, it is important to make this prayer a habit. Just as the body needs food every day to stay strong, your mind and soul also need this daily spiritual nourishment. So, I invite you to make this prayer a ritual. Every morning, before starting your day, take a few minutes to repeat this prayer. If you can't do it in the morning, then make this ritual part of your night, already declaring how your next day will be. Feel each word. Allow this positive energy to fill your mind and your heart. Over time, you will notice that you will feel calmer, more confident, and more prepared to face any challenge that comes your way. And not just in the morning. If at any moment in your day you feel that worries are taking over, that anxiety is tightening your chest, that a problem seems too big to solve, return to this prayer, play it again, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and reconnect with this message. Remember, no difficulty lasts forever. No storm is eternal. There is always a way, always a solution, and sometimes all you need is to silence fear and strengthen your faith. And do you know what is even more amazing? Over time, you will start to see subtle changes in your life. You will begin to feel more peace, more balance, more clarity in your decisions. The answers that seemed distant will start to arrive, and the doors that seemed closed will begin to open. Because when you align yourself with the power of prayer and faith, you align yourself with the flow of life, and everything starts to fall into place naturally. So, if this prayer brought peace to your heart, if this message resonated within you, I want to invite you to take a step further in this journey of transformation, because change starts within you, but it grows even more when you share this energy with the world. Click the like button so that more people can find this prayer. Subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell to receive more content like this, because this journey of renewal and faith does not end here. And there's more. If you know someone who is going through a difficult time, share this video with them. Sometimes a simple message can be the answer someone has been waiting for. When you help a fellow traveler, you too will be helped. Be the channel of this blessing in someone's life today. And now, I want to hear from you. How did this prayer make you feel? Write in the comments the phrase, "I believe that everything will be fine," and declare this truth over your life. Let's create a chain of faith and hope together in the comments. Here on the Inner Light, Infinite Wisdom channel, my purpose is to bring words that inspire, that calm the soul, and strengthen the spirit. Each video is designed to be a refuge, a place where you can find peace and motivation to move forward. So, if you want to continue receiving messages like this, you already know, subscribe, activate notifications, and walk with me on this journey of light and wisdom. See you in the next video. Until then, keep your vibration high and your mind connected to the divine.